I know this battle was a bit late, but I had to record some shit, so I apologize, but you guys still get a battle video for today. And this is actually, first of all, a really fucking old match, because I realized I actually didn't have anything, and then when I realized I didn't have anything, it was too late to really go get a match for today, so, you know, you guys get this instead. But anyways, hey guys, as well, we got a match here today against pokeaimMD, aka Joey. And like I said, it's a really old match, because at first he didn't want this uploaded, just because, I mean, you'll kind of see, but it was still a pretty good match. But, you know, it was just one of those games where it's like, okay, whatever. But, yeah, I'm using that one team that has the Scarf Hydreigon, the Banded Ape, and the Landorus, and all that shit. You guys have probably seen it a bunch of times by now. He's kind of got a pretty solid rain team going. He's got dual steel types, and then, got the Mamo, got the Heracross, and the Thundurus, so I don't know, it'll be kind of interesting to see how he utilizes it, but it's interesting at the same time. I could see some good ways to get past it, but looking at his team for potential threats, I know for a fact that Mamoswine's going to be really annoying. That Heracross will be annoying also, but like mainly those two, so they can hit really hard. They got good versatility, so a lot of my team is not really going to like taking hits from them, but as long as I play against them right, it shouldn't be a huge deal. Thundurus, I am looking at too, but not as much, because I should be able to take it on just fine, hopefully, but, leads on his end, I wasn't really sure he was going to lead with. I probably thought he would just lead off with Politoed, so I figured I should just go off with Rotom, and I should be okay. If he leads off with something else, I can just Will-O-Wisp it, or take a hit, so not really too bothered, so we'll just get into this match right here. Also, sorry, I'm still kind of sick, and I've been talking all day, so my voice is even worse than usual, but, he's going to actually lead off with the Thundurus. I'm just like, okay, we'll just go straight off with the Hydro Pump, and if he stays in, he stays in. If he doesn't, well, something takes a Hydro Pump. But he goes out to Ferrothorn, miss a Hydro Pump. It's not too huge in the long run. It probably would have made a difference. Maybe. You'll see later what I mean, but right now, it's not going to be too huge of a deal. But I do go for Will-O-Wisp, because I figure he's just going to want to get his hazards up, predicting me to switch out, and I do get the Will-O-Wisp off, which is pretty nice. Gonna go out to Landorus, though, because I see he's setting up spikes. I mean, it's kind of obvious from the fact that he also had the, whatchamacallit, the Bronzong, but it's whatever. But I get this opportunity right now just to lay up my rocks. I know he probably won't want to take a hit, so he's just going to switch out to his Bronzong to get his own rocks up, and he knows he can probably wall me for the most part. But I just go for Superpower to get some damage off. I see it does about a third, but since the defense dropped now, I don't want to take any hits from this thing, and so I just go to Rotom knowing I can take anything, but he's going to double switch out to his Politoed. I don't really know what he was predicting there, but he gets his Politoed in, gets a rain up, so now my fire attacks won't really do shit, so I'm going to have to play a bit safer in a sense, but he's just going to go for the Protect, and I actually went for Pain Split because I figured he would just straight switch out, but he decided to stay in to scout that, but now I figure he's going to want to go into his Thundurus, predicting the Thunderbolt, so I go for Hydro Pump, but he goes into Ferrothorn. It misses, obviously, so that's a second Hydro Pump miss. And I'm like, fuck, well, I'm just going to go for Hydro Pump and see how much it does. And it actually does a substantial amount, so if that one hit, then I would have had a chance to kill him. And if the first one hit, I definitely would have killed him. So if I hit all three, that Ferrothorn would be dead right now. So that would have been really nice. But instead, he gets a Leech Seed off, but he doesn't recover too much back from on account of the burn. But now I'm going to go to Landorus because I know he'll probably just want to go for Power Whip now or just get up his last layer of spikes. So I figure, okay, if he does that, he does that. But then I can just get off a Superpower if I want to. So I'm just going to go straight for the Superpower just to try and take him out because I do not want this Ferrothorn around anymore. Because obviously, as you can see, he kind of walls my Rotom in a sense. But then again, because of Rotom, he should have been dead, right? But oh well, now I get to kill him with Landorus. So that's not too bad. But he's going to go to Mamoswine right here, and I'm kind of thinking two things. One, this thing would be decent death fodder, because I don't know how much I'd really need it anymore. And two, he might overpredict and predict me just to switch out, predicting the ice move. So I just stay in and go for Superpower. He goes for Superpower, predicting me to switch out, and I'm like, yes! That is the second time I've fucked over a Mamoswine like that. Like, you know, first it was PK, then Joey, and then after that, it's Cash Shift being stupid. So it's just kind of funny that, I don't know. It's always nice to do that. But he goes into Heracross now. I figure, okay, well, Landorus has done his job. Let's just sack him, see what kind of Heracross he is. He might be banded, but if he was banded, he probably would have taken me out because I did have 2 defense drops. So I think he might more be Scarfed. I get a Rock Slide off. Doesn't do too much since I have -2 attack. But I see he's got the Moxie, so he's probably Scarfed. So I'm going to go into Hydreigon and go for the Draco Meteor. But I do unfortunately miss, which means, obviously, I can't take him out. And then he gets to take me out instead, so it's like, fuck, I just lost my Hydreigon for no fucking reason. Great. But now I'm going to go into Celebi because it's really the only thing I think that can take a close combat. So I got to try and take it with this thing and then hopefully kill it with an HP Ice. But he's going to go into his Thunderous, I guess predicting, I don't really know what, but the HP Ice is almost going to take it down, but not quite. But I know he shouldn't have anything that can one-shot me, and I figure he doesn't have the U-turn because he had the Volt Switch. But he goes for Thunder and gets a pair of hacks on me, and gets a pair of hacks. I'm like, wow, Joey, what's with all this goddamn hacks? Motherfucker. But I know I can live another one, so I'm going to try and go for an HP Ice again. And luckily, I do break through the pair of hacks this time and take him out with the HP Ice. So that's pretty nice. But the only problem now is that my Celebi's pretty crippled, so it's going to be basically useless. I think it would die from entry hazards anyway, so I'm just going to leave it in against this Heracross, see what he locks himself into, and he decides to lock himself into Night Slash, which actually works out decently for me, because what I can do is I can go into Jirachi, and really I should have gone into Infernape, because I would have taken Night Slash probably better, but then I would have had more threat initiative with a banded close combat, but I guess I wanted to preserve that more, so go into Jirachi, go for Body Slam to try and hit the Heracross, but he goes into Bronzong, and I decide here, okay, let's go for Wish, and then I can switch out to Rotom, heal that thing up, because I know his Bronzong shouldn't be able to do anything to me, so I figure let's just fucking do that right now. So he goes to Earthquake, does a decent chunk, but I'm just going to go into Rotom right here and get all my health back, but he goes for Earthquake again, just thinking Jirachi might want to stay in, but I get my health back, so that's cool. But I'm pretty sure anyways that Bronzong does not have anything to really hit me, so I'm just going to go for Hydro Pump. He gets Para-Hacks. I'm fine with it, you know. It's like, Joey, you got enough shit on me, so I get a little bit of shit on you. So, take him out with Thunderbolt, and that's the end of Bronzong. But now he's going to bring in Politoed. I guess he just wants to weaken my Rotom as much as possible before he brings in Heracross to secure a kill, so he's going to bring in Politoed. Don't kill him with Thunderbolt. Hydro Pump does about 100, so that's kind of cool, I guess, but I'm just going to go for another Thunderbolt to take him out, and that'll be the end of Politoed. So now, all he's got left is Heracross. Also, useless crit is useless, just fucking game, being a fucking game. But he's going to go to Heracross, and like I said, I'm still not sure if he's Scarfed or Banded. I'm still working under the assumption that he's Scarfed, because, I mean, that close combat killing could have meant that he is Scarfed, but, Banded, but the problem is, it's just the point is, it could have been either or, because I know Rotom, without investment, it does make sense that it would kill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Jirachi to get into -2 so that I can bring in Infernape and go for Mach Punch in case he is Scarfed. And at -2, I should be able to kill him with a Mach Punch since I do have the Iron Fist. So I'm just going to hope that it kills. And it is luckily able to kill. So that'll make it be the match, which, yeah, 1-0. So GG, Joey. That Hacks was a bit ridiculous, but it was still a very fun match. So that was kind of a thing. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to have a new series coming up this weekend, so make sure you guys watch out for that. It will not interfere with me getting LP parts up. That'll just still be a matter of me getting off my ass to do them, you know? So, yeah, watch out for that tomorrow, and should be happy fun times. So, hope you guys enjoyed, etc., blah. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.